With Florence basically sitting on top of the Carolinas, still dumping torrential rain, rescue efforts are taking place in hard-hit Jacksonville, North Carolina.
And rivers spilling over their banks, flooding expected to impact the area for days or even several weeks. ABC's Victor Oquendo has more. Victor, good morning.
Good morning, Whit and Adrian. It has not stopped raining here in Jacksonville, and these floodwaters continue to rise. Just take a look behind me. You can see the water almost reaching the sign on that billboard. And just beyond that, that box truck, it is stuck. The water almost reaching the windows there. Florence continues devastating this area. This morning, relentless rain across Jacksonville, North Carolina. Florence flooding the city. The town of Richlands inundated. We spotted this couple wading in neck-deep water.
I was raised around this area, so this is the first I've seen it this bad.
And I was actually having to swim there for a little bit.
Down the road, Good Samaritans dropping their boats into floodwaters, searching for people trapped inside their homes. The catastrophic flooding, dangerous for rescuers too. Our station WTVD there as this Humvee got stuck with the Marine and first responders on board. Locals giving them a much-needed hand. Mike Gallagher and his wife decided to ride out the storm at home.
We would go if there was somewhere to go. But if we leave and go to town, we'd be living in our van.
But shortly after we talked, with water levels quickly rising around them, they packed up and hit the road. But those unable to leave on their own, pulled from their houses by swift water rescue teams, finally making it to safety, bringing what they could hold on the backs of these military trucks.
My dog woke me up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I reached down and petted him. He was wet. Oh man! So I put my feet over in that much water.
And is that when you decided time to leave?
Well, that's when I grabbed everybody.
Jim Corzine and his wife losing everything.
I have this.
That's all you got right now.
We're alive and we're out. Some things can't be replaced, but that's just the way it goes.
City officials tell me they rescued about 150 people yesterday. They're now staying at schools that have been converted into shelters. The latest radar estimates show that nearly 30 inches of rain has fallen in Jacksonville, and it looks like more is on the way. Whit.
Victor Oquendo, our thanks to you. Joining us now is the mayor of Fayetteville on the phone with us from North Carolina, Mitch Colvin. Mayor, thanks so much for taking the time to speak with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Parts of Fayetteville are under mandatory evacuation. You're expecting historic flooding along the Cape Fear River. What is the flooding situation there right now, and what are you expecting in the days ahead?
Well, we're in the midst of 15 to 20 inches of rainfall. We are expecting that our rivers will rise to levels that we haven't seen during the last 50 or 75 years. We have a significant amount of creeks and tributaries that are already starting to show signs of flooding. And so we're asking and impressing upon our residents that live in these prone areas to please evacuate while they still have time.
Now, you acknowledge that you can't force people to leave, but you're warning that those who stay behind are in imminent danger, even saying that they should notify their legal next of kin in case they don't survive. How seriously are people taking that warning?
Well, we have a lot of people that are complying, but we wanted to make sure that they didn't take this lightly and they didn't become complacent by what they saw or could see, because these situations can change quite rapidly. But, yeah, I wanted to make sure that they understood the message loud and clear, that if you decide to stay, please make sure that your next of kin is notified of what your choices are, because if you are in a situation of a life-threatening event, that help may not be available or will not be available.
Certainly a dire warning there. And we've been seeing help and resources sent to the areas from all over, the federal government, local levels, volunteer groups. Do you feel you are prepared for what's to come?
Well, we are almost as prepared as the organization can be, but some things can't be anticipated. So, as you said before, my governor, Roy Cooper, has been phenomenal with getting to our area, making sure that the state is lined up and ready to go. I also like to thank the president for the disaster declaration. And the members of Fort Bragg have been great. The leadership is there and ready to go. And so we are as prepared as you can be, but some things you can't prepare for. So we'll leave the rest in God's hands and try to get the message out to our citizens.
Mayor Colvin, thanks again for taking the time to speak with us. We're wishing you the very best in the difficult days ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Wow.
And one of the major concerns there, the Cape Fear River, they expect that it will double the flood stage. So they're expecting historic flooding, and really it hasn't even gotten started yet.
Yes, as Rob has been saying, this story is just beginning.
Yep.
Whit, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.